We want to take you now to Philadelphia, where GOP vice presidential nominee J.D. Vance is speaking at a rally.
Now, today in particular, I've already met with some people who have really suffered because of Kamala Harris's border policies. And let's just count the ways in which our borders are open the American southern border. On day one, Kamala Harris suspended deportations. On day one, Kamala Harris stopped the Remain in Mexico policy that kept our country safe. On day one, borders are Kamala Harris. She stopped construction of the southern border wall. And on day one, she proposed amnesty for millions of illegal aliens in this country. And we know that every time Kamala Harris took an action to open the American southern border, it is families like many of those who stand behind me today who have suffered the most. And now, for the past 2 weeks, Kamala Harris has been saying that she wants a promotion. I think we ought to say to Kamala Harris, you're fired, and rehire Donald J. Trump as President of the United States. Now, I want to get everybody's name here, but before I do, I just want to say I'm not going to be able to introduce everybody I've spoken to just this morning and early this afternoon. But you've got people who have lost loved ones just in the last few weeks to gun violence because we won't lock up violent criminals in this country anymore, thanks to the policies of Kamala Harris. You've got children who have been orphaned, who have been bouncing around foster homes because Kamala Harris's policies allow this terrible fentanyl into our country that orphan these poor kids. And you've got parents who have lost loved ones, who have lost children, because we keep on allowing the Mexican drug cartels to turn our country into a drug trafficking zone. It is normal people who suffer when Kamala Harris refuses to do her job, and it is normal people who stand to benefit the most when we re-elect Donald J. Trump, President of the United States. And that's what we're going to do, right? That's exactly what we're going to do. So I want to make sure I get these names right, but I want to thank Dave Torres for being here. Great American. Amanda Navarro is here with us. We've got Jack Kilkus and we've got Terry Stark. Again, these are people whose loved ones have suffered and in some cases died because Kamala Harris doesn't do her job. And I want to invite a few people up to just give some personal testimony. And before I do, I want to say what amazing personal courage it takes to be here and to be willing to offer your personal story. I know it's not easy, and I know this is sad, heart-wrenching stuff, but the American people need to understand what are the consequences of screwing up this election. And so I appreciate you all being here very much. So first, I want to start with Denise and Mike Trask. Trask, you guys going to come up here? Thank you all. God bless you.
Thank you for having us today. Our daughter Jacqueline is the oldest of our 5 children. Jack was always a fearless, free spirit who was full of adventure and sometimes mischief. I'm proud to selfishly...
We have been listening to this rally here in Philadelphia, and Vice Presidential candidate J.D. Vance, the senator from Ohio, trying to connect Kamala Harris to the border crisis and to the drug epidemic in our nation. For more on this, I want to bring in CBS News campaign reporter Taurean Small. So, Taurean, we should mention that CBS News has reported that unlawful crossings by migrants along the U.S. southern border between ports of entry have dropped. 5th consecutive month for July, lowest point since September of 2020. But this is something that we've been hearing on the campaign trail, and this is an issue that resonates with voters.
Yeah, and the idea behind that, Lindsay, is to paint this now Harris Walz ticket as the most radical left ticket in Democratic presidential history, which is why we also saw when we arrived at this venue that the branding is now called Kamala Chaos, if you can see it right behind me. And that's also why we're seeing Vance come out and attack Walz. Now, Vance told the press, we were traveling with him to Philadelphia from Cincinnati, that he had reached out. He called and left a voicemail with the governor to congratulate him, but immediately pivoted to say that he is responsible in a way for allowing, in his words, rioters to, in his words, burn down Minneapolis after the killing of George Floyd in 2020. He's looking to tether the two and really buck the idea that he is a moderate pick. And again, he's looking to cast this new ticket as the most liberal, the most radical left.
Taurean, what else can we see from the Trump-Vance ticket this week?
Well, Vance is planning to tail Kamala Harris's battleground state tour. He's headed to Wisconsin and Michigan tomorrow, and then he has 2 rallies in North Carolina on Thursday. The idea behind this is to, again, move this message that this is a radical ticket around places that the Harris campaign will be, and he's stopping in these crucial battlegrounds. It's also paramount to note here that part of the reasoning behind this pick in Walz is that he represents the Midwest. That was what Trump's team has been saying for weeks now, what Vance brought to the ticket. He speaks for members or voters in the Rust Belt. So having a governor from the Midwest, although Minnesota has been a part of the Democrats' blue wall, has voted for Democrats for a while now. They thought that the Trump campaign believes that Minnesota could be in place. So choosing a governor from Minnesota could be helpful in the Harris campaign line to this ticket and securing that coalition that won Biden the presidency in 2020.
Okay, Taurean Small, we'll let you get back to listening to this and monitor that and bring us any breaking updates. We are, of course, going to have more updates on this major political news today throughout the afternoon. But we do want to get to some other news as well around the country.